And good morning. Finally, wow, that took a lot longer than usual. Anyway, hey, thanks for joining me today. My goodness, so many people are here right now. Marcella, hello, good morning. Tammy, hi. Peter, welcome. Tefo, hi there. Hey there, hi there, ho there. Tammy, hi. Mie, hello. Naoko, hello. Excellent. Still sleeping. Yeah, I had everything set up and then it was frozen, so I had to restart the browser. Restart the browser. Ay, 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 ay. Anyway, here we are. I hope you're having a great day. So far, hello, Fab. Welcome. Is there snow? Yeah, let me get a picture. Hang on one second. I took a photo this morning. How about by you up in there in Toronto? Hang on one second. This I was taking a walk this morning. Let me get rid of that. I was taking a walk this morning. Maybe you can see. Not a lot of snow, but we had some snow on the ground. So, yeah, we had snow yesterday. Hello, Alex. Did you used to watch the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Scooby-Doo, Top Cat, Johnny Squid? I did. Bugs Bunny was my favorite. Also the Flintstones and the Jetsons. Not a big Scooby-Doo fan when I was a kid. How about you? East of our country is snow over there. Oh, okay. What is today? Today is the 12th. 12/12. Today's 12/12. So, since I haven't seen many of you in the last week, what did you study this weekend? Did you learn anything this weekend? Did you study English this weekend? Did you learn any new vocabulary? Maybe you listened to a podcast. Maybe you learned idioms, phrasal verbs. Maybe you practiced pronunciation. Maybe you have a speaking partner. What did you do? What did you learn this week? While you're thinking about that, I wanted just to remind you what we're doing here today. We're going to talk about snow. Snow vocab, snow idioms. So, how to use rain check. So, a rain check, that's a great question. A long time ago, if you went to a grocery store, this is a long story, so stay with me. If you went to the grocery store, because the grocery store has a sign, right? You know, chicken, half price, 50% off, right? And you go there because you want to get that special offer. And then they go, oh, sorry, the chicken is all sold out. So the government said, no, that's cheating. You're cheating people. You're advertising something to make people come to your store, but then you don't have that thing. So we have the rain check rule. I don't know why they call it a rain check, but it's called a rain check. And what that means is, if you go to a store and they have an advertisement, they're advertising something, and they don't have that product in stock, they have to give you like a little coupon, and that coupon says the next time the product comes back in stock, you can buy it at the sale price. Okay, so then that takes care of that problem. So the rain check means there's an offer today, but I can't use that offer today, but I can use that offer in the future. All right. So how do we use that in everyday conversation? If somebody invites you to do something and you can't go, like your friend says, hey, let's have a coffee after work, and you can't go today, you could say, well, that's a great, thank you for asking. Thanks for asking. Can I get a rain check? Maybe we can go tomorrow. So can I have I can't tonight, but can I get a rain check? Means I have to pass this time, but I would like to, I'd like to have that invitation in the future. And that's how we use rain check. So if somebody invites you and you can't make it for that time, you could say, I'd really like to go to the bar, but I can't this week. I'll take a rain check though. Can I get a rain check? Means, please invite me again. Let's do it again. So that's what that means. That's how that works. I hope that was a long story, but I hope that makes sense. I learned about passive screening. Okay. What is that? Passive screening. I have a client who is not playing with a full deck, so I try not to talk to him more than necessary. What does it mean if you say, that guy is that guy is not playing with a full deck? What does that mean? Or she's not playing with a full deck. What does that mean, actually? What does that mean? You're not playing with a full deck. Renata, thank you. That's right. That is right. Strange. Universal washroom. Tammy, give me those words in a sentence. All right? Because that's how you practice. Means you need to answer a question about COVID on the computer before you get to visit your loved one in the nursing home. I see. Passive screening. I did not know that. A cup of joe. What else? What else did you learn this week or this weekend or what? How about you? What have you learned recently in English? Anything? Any new vocabulary? Any new grammar? Anybody here studying for TOEFL or TOEIC? Did you learn new vocabulary? Maybe you got my weekly English lessons in your email box and you learned something there. How about you? Excuse me. Universal washroom is available in the shopping mall. This kind of washroom is for everyone. Gender neutral. That's right. That's these days. Hello, Bruno. Why sometimes the article has different sound? A car. Oh, I see what you're saying. A car, a car. Why? I have a car. I have a car. Sometimes I think people do that for emphasis. A car, a telephone. You need a telephone. I think that's just for emphasis. So somebody might say, do you have a car available? Is there a car available? I think that's for emphasis, because usually the pronunciation of that article is a or an, right? I ate an egg. I have an elephant. That's my pet. Any cars available? You got, I learned a lot of vocabulary with my daughter while she was preparing school for her English class. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you have kids in school and they're learning English or they're using English, you should practice with them. What's the difference between clothes, clothing, outfit, wear, garment, and gear? Okay, that's a huge question. Clothes, C-L-O-T-H-U-S, that's what you wear. Clothing is a formal word meaning clothes. Okay? It's used by people in the industry. He sells clothing. Okay? It's a formal word. Same meaning though. An outfit. An outfit is clothing that has a good match. So your shoes, your trousers, your shirt, your belt, and your hat all match. Okay? That's called an outfit. Wear is, the word wear as a noun is used with something else, like swimwear, underwear, outerwear, footwear. Okay? It means clothes, but I went to the store and I got tennis wear. Means I got clothes to wear to play tennis. The thing about the word wear as a noun is you can't use it by itself. So I can say, hey, Tefo, you've got nice clothes. I like your outfit today. I like your wear. We can't say that. Wear has to be followed by, has to go with something else. Children's wear, outerwear, like that. Swimwear. Garment is also another formal word for clothing. Okay? If you work in the industry that manufactures clothing, you work in the garment industry. Maybe you, I don't know, maybe you make the patterns for the clothing, or you supply the buttons for the clothing. Okay? So the industry that deals with clothing is the garment industry. And the last one, it's a lot of vocabulary there. Gear. Gear means equipment. All right? So if you're a musician, maybe you have a guitar, an amplifier, a music stand, some other gear. If you're a mechanic, you have a toolbox. That's your gear. So gear is equipment for doing something. I hope that's helpful. I have a question. Do you, Americans in general, usually say the word ditto? I do not, personally. I think, so ditto, like quotes, means I agree with you. I have the same opinion with you. And that word was very popular in the 1990s. I don't know anybody who uses it these days, to be honest. Nobody in my circle, my friends or family, uses that. How about same here? Yeah, we say that. I like pizza. Same here. Excuse me. Okay. Awesome. Anything else? Does anybody else have some other... hang on. Let me just make sure I'm in the right chat. There we go. Does anybody have any other questions? Something that I can help you with before we get into today's key point? Snow vocabulary. By the way, if you are interested and you really want to improve your vocabulary and you need some help on how to remember vocabulary, why don't you sign up for my free vocabulary workshop? That's right. This one. Nope, this one here. In this vocabulary workshop, you can learn where and how to get your new words, the best way to study and learn those words, and how to own that vocabulary so you can know it forever. It's a free workshop. It has a lot of goodies attached to it, including some PDFs and quizzes. And it's all free if you go to myhappyenglish.com and sign up for that. Do you say jonesing? Yes. Jonesing. I am jonesing for a slice of pizza. I'm going to type that there. I'm jonesing for a slice of pizza. When you're jonesing for something, it means you really, 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 really want that. I'm dying for a slice of pizza. I'm jonesing for a slice of pizza. That's also a little bit old-fashioned slang, but people still use that. What are you jonesing for? Are you jonesing for something? Actually, you know what? I am jonesing for a cup of hot cocoa. Elena, welcome. Elena, maybe. Cold day in Torino. Cold day here, too. This morning was -1. Now it's probably a little bit warmer. But yeah. I'm jonesing for 2 cups of coffee. Oh, my goodness. Ay, 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 ay. What else? 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 What else do you have a question about today? I'm happy to answer questions. I'm always happy to answer questions. 1 degree in Milan. Wow. All right, let's get to it then. -4.5. I don't know how you guys do it there. I don't know how you guys do it there. That's way too cold. Way too cold. All right. I want to talk about snow. Because there was snow on the ground today, and I thought this is a great chance to do this. So, please, and what about same old? What's up, same old? So, all right. Hold on. Let me move the camera around. Hi, welcome back. As you know, because Marcella asked a really good question. As you know, English has a number of greetings, right? How are you? How's it going? How you doing? What's new? What's up? What's going on? Right? And those are greetings. Those are like saying hello. And we've covered this before, I think. So if someone says, what's up? Or what's new? You know, the most common answer is about the weather. Hey, what's up? Oh, it's pretty cold today. Yeah. It's just what greetings in English are just conversation starters. What's new means I want to talk to you. You pick the topic. Okay? Hey, what's up? Not too much. How about you? We say things like that too. So the answer, same old. What's up? Yeah, same old. Means same old stuff. Means nothing new. How about you? That's all. That's what that means. That's what that means. That's why we drink a lot of coffee. Gotcha. It's nippy. Nice. Thank you, Tefo. It's nippy in Amsterdam, -4. All right. Now, we're going to start off really easy, and you might think, oh, gee, Michael, this is too easy. But a lot of people get this wrong, so I want to help you. Snow is both a noun and a verb. Okay? When we talk about the weather, and this is the same goes with the word rain. Esit, hello. Hi, welcome. Esit. In fact, I've heard people use the phrase twice. Yeah, same old, same old. Yep, we do. All right, snow is both a noun and a verb. Okay? But when we talk about the weather, not the actual white stuff on the ground, when we talk about the weather, we tend to use snow as a verb. How's the weather? It snows a lot in February. How's the weather? It's snowing right now. How's the weather? It snowed last night. How's the weather today? It's snowing. What's the weather going to be like tomorrow? It's going to rain. Oh, look, it's raining now. We use rain and snow as a verb. And the subject of the sentence is it. It's snowing. It snowed last night. We don't look out the window and say, it is snow. How's the weather today? It is snow. No, we don't do that. We use snow as a verb and rain as a verb. Da, 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 like rain, correct, when we talk about the weather. Okay? It snowed last night. Tammy said that before. It snowed last night in Toronto. It snowed last night in Toronto. That's how we use it as a verb. On the other hand, we tend. Keep that in mind. That's an important point. We tend to use snow as a noun when we talk about the white stuff. So if we go back to the videotape, come on, phone, what's wrong with you? I could say, look, there's a lot of snow on the ground. There's a lot of snow on the ground. Well, not really, but there is some snow on the ground. There's some snow on the ground. Kids love to play in the snow. I brushed the snow off my car. Okay? I think I showed you, speaking of old photos, I think I showed you when there was a flood in my street, didn't I? I don't know if I can find that photo really quickly here. Flooded street, flooded street, flooded street. There's a lot of water in the street. Now I can't find it. But we tend to use snow or rain as a noun in that way. So that's a point. Okay, so you can't say, how's the weather today? Oh, it is rain. It's raining. That's all. Snow accumulations can make driving conditions treacherous. That's correct, and we will come to the word accumulation in a moment. What do you prefer, rain or snow? Today is December 12th. What's better for you? If it's raining today, cold and raining or cold and snowing? What do you like better? Do you like when it snows? When it snows? Do you like when it snows or do you like when it rains? Which one do you like better? How about you? Said the teacher to the group. How about you? I like it better when it snows. One vote for snows. It snows. I like it better when it snows too. That's 2. Marcella, that's the best answer. Neither snow nor rain. I prefer snowing. Yeah. Yesterday? No. When was it? Yesterday? Did it rain yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday or Saturday. I forget. My God. When it's raining and it's cold, you feel colder than when it's, let me plug the phone in, when it's snowing. I love summer and sunny days, that's for sure. But, we always complain about the weather, don't we? When it's the summertime and it's hot, it's too hot. In the winter, it's too cold. If I have to choose, better the snow, even if I hate it. Yep. The recent rain made me think the other way. Yeah. Hello, Hottie. Yeah, I just don't like the rain and the snow and the winter. I'm not a fan of winter. You've heard me say that before, and it's true. All right. What else did I want to tell you today? And then we have some vocabulary that we use when we talk about different kinds of snow. And I think what we had here last night was snow flurries. Snow flurries, or just flurries. And that means a light amount of snow. A light amount of snow. So the forecast says we're going to have flurries all day. Flurries all day, oh my goodness. So snow flurries, or flurries, means a light amount of snow. We had snow flurries last night. The forecast says we're going to have flurries all day. Snow shower. We're having a snow shower. Do you say that in Toronto? We're having a snow shower? We're going to have snow showers all day. I don't know if we use that here in the States. Oh, interesting. I guess. So, I would assume that there are a lot more words and phrases used to describe snow in Canada than there is in America, because you have more snow. But, everyone would understand that. Snow showers. Wet snow. Yep, there's wet snow. All right, don't get too ahead of me. Don't get too ahead of me. So the opposite of flurries. Flurries means a light amount of snow. And, of course, you could say there's heavy snow. We had heavy snow today. Then there's a blizzard. A blizzard is a storm. And the best way I can describe a blizzard is it's a winter typhoon or a winter hurricane, right? A hurricane or a typhoon, that's heavy snow. A typhoon or a hurricane, that's heavy rain and heavy wind. In the wintertime, a blizzard is a lot of wind and heavy snow, okay? And usually we use have. If we have a blizzard, I'm not going to drive. When I was a kid, we had a few blizzards each winter. That's true. These days, we're good for about one blizzard per winter. But when I was a kid, we often had a blizzard. That was a common thing. How about you? How about where you live? Hello, welcome to the program. My name is Michael. When we call it sleet, good question. Sleet is frozen rain. Okay? And there's two kinds of frozen rain. Let's talk about that for a second. Little, very, very tiny pieces of ice come from the sky. Frozen rain. That's sleet. Sometimes what happens is, and this happens in the summertime, usually, the frozen rain is like a golf ball or a marble. It's big. And that is called hail. That's a hailstorm. So hail is big chunks of ice. Sleet is like rain. It looks like the same size as rain, but it's frozen rain. Frozen rain. Ice pellet. Yeah, ice pellets, I think is what you want to say there. That's a typo. We call ice pellets sleet here in America. So that's that. Have you had a blizzard by you? Do you have a blizzard? It's like rain shower, but with snow, right? You are welcome. A blizzard. There's hang on, don't get too ahead of me. There's a an ice cream chain called Dairy Queen. Do you have Dairy Queen in your country? Dairy Queen is like 31 or Baskin Robbins. You know, it's a chain that sells ice cream. And they have like a thick shake. And that they call that a blizzard. Black ice. Black ice. What is black ice? All right, hold on, because that's also a related word. The surface of the road in many parts of the world uses what they call tar, and the tar is black. The color of the tar is black. Sometimes the road, maybe in your country, is cement. So, we'll get there, coming soon. So when it rains or it snows and then the water melts, if there's a layer of ice on the road, on the surface of the road, you can't really see it because ice is clear, right? We call that black ice. It's ice that we can't see. Quite often what happens is there's a snowstorm, right? And maybe there was a little bit of black ice on the road and snow fell on top of that. So you cannot see the ice on the road because there's snow on top of it. That's called black ice. And that's very dangerous for walking or driving, especially driving. An icicle. An icicle. When icicle. Icicle. You know what they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? When when it's cold and it snows and then the snow starts to melt, ice drips down and it forms this shape. Or what? Or this shape. Okay? It's like a stick made of ice. Because the ice drips down and then it freezes and then it drips down and it freezes and you get this stick made of ice. That's called an icicle. And when we were kids, those icicles usually hang from the corner of the roof of the house or a tree, and we would break those off and we would eat the ice. We would eat the icicles. That's right. I'll bet parents in the 21st century don't let their kids do that because they're afraid of germs. We used to do that. We used to saying, don't eat yellow snow. Don't eat the yellow snow. Yellow snow, Michael. What's yellow snow? All right. Dogs walk near the snow, then the snow becomes yellow. Use your imagination. When I was a kid, we ate it or drank it. Yep, absolutely. A similar shape is also found in caves. That's correct. That's correct. So, yeah. Yeah. When I was a kid, in the summertime, we would drink from the garden hose. Most houses in the States have an outside water supply, so you can water your garden. And we would drink from the hose. I'll bet kids in the 21st century are not allowed to do that. I know, not only dogs make yellow snow, but that's the image. All right. So let's see, we covered black ice, ice storm, an ice storm. So when it rains on a cold day and then that rain freezes and becomes ice, that we call that an ice storm. Precipitation is used for anything coming from the sky. Yes. Scientists and the weather forecaster on the television news use the word precipitation. We're expecting 6 inches of precipitation today. Precipitation in this area has increased significantly. So precipitation is one of those scientific words. And that's right. It means anything coming from the sky. Snow, sleet, hail, rain. If you go to Wikipedia and you look up some facts or information about an area, right? So you go, okay, let's look at Toronto, or let's look at Tokyo, or let's look at Amsterdam. Well, the amount of precipitation in Amsterdam is 4.5 centimeters of rain in June, like that. So precipitation is a scientific word relating to the things that fall from the sky. Today you sound like a weatherman on TV, Michael. Do I? Well, good morning, and this is the news from New York. Can we use the adjective torrential? Torrential. Torrential rain means very hard rain. We don't have torrential snow. That's a really good question, Tefo. Thank you. That's why there are popsicles. That's right. Articulate. I try to be articulate so that people don't get confused with my New York accent. Was that funny? All right. Let's move ahead, shall we? So, when it snows and the ground is warm, the snow melts. So I showed you this photo earlier. No. Right? So if you notice on the sidewalk, there's no snow, but on the grass there is snow, right? So when the snow hits the ground and it doesn't melt, we say it sticks. The snow sticks to the ground when the temperature is low. It's been snowing for an hour, and now the snow is starting to stick. Okay? It's been snowing, the verb. It has been snowing for an hour, and now the snow, the white stuff, is starting to stick. So if we look at this picture, I could say the snow stuck to the grass. Stick, stuck, stuck. But the snow did not stick to the sidewalk or the driveway. So we use the word stick. Okay? So when it snows and the ground is cold, and the snow does not melt, it sticks. It sticks. The snow is sticking. Otherwise, it just melts. And then, if the snow melts, then we say it's not sticking, right? Oh, the snow isn't sticking. Yay. The snow's not sticking. All right. And then, when the snow sticks, right? It's snowing, and now here's the ground, and now the snow is sticking, right? And then more snow falls on top. And then more snow falls on top. And there's snow and snow and snow and snow and snow. We say the snow accumulates, or, as Naoko mentioned, piles up. Okay? When there's one thing and then another thing and 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 another thing like that, we say, the technical word is accumulate. But in everyday English, we say the snow is starting to pile up. Accumulate is a very formal word. It is. Please differentiate between lowering and threatening sky. So threatening means danger is coming, right? So a threatening sky would be a dark sky. So like in the summertime, when the dark rain clouds come, we say, oh, the sky is very threatening. It's a threatening sky. A lowering sky, I don't know if we use that exact term. The clouds are low, which is a good indication of a rain or snow. But we don't use the phrase in English a lowering sky, a threatening sky. Okay, so a threatening sky means rain is coming, and we could say that the clouds are low, but not every time. It doesn't rain every time the clouds are low. Usually it does. And so let's talk more about that. Accumulate, right? We say the snow is accumulating, or the snow is piling up. Well, good morning, and here is the news from New York. About 5 inches of snow accumulated overnight. Hey man, 5 inches of snow piled up overnight. Okay, so accumulate is a very formal sounding word. We don't use that in conversational English unless you're a weather person. We do use the word accumulation. That's the noun. The noun form is accumulation. And so, for example, we are expecting an accumulation of 5 to 10 inches of snow. We are expecting snow accumulation of 5 to 10 inches. So that means about 5 to 10 inches of snow will pile up. 5 inches is about 10 centimeters, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not good with centimeters. Hey, Max. Max just woke up. Okay. And then here's what happens. Like a day or so after it snows, the temperature goes up. The snow becomes slush. Slush. Slush is partially melted snow. And slushie is the adjective form of that. Max, Fab says good morning. Good morning, Max. All right, Max doesn't want to talk. When I stepped in the slush, my shoes and feet got very wet. The road was very slushy. I had to drive slowly. Slushie is a drink, that's right. It's kind of like frozen Coca-Cola. It's not frozen like ice, but it's almost ice. It has the texture of snow. The 7-Eleven convenience store calls their frozen Coca-Cola a slushie. That's the name of their drink. I have to clean snow a few times per season in my backyard. I love to do it with bare feet. No way. Oh my God. If I walked in the snow in bare feet, I would definitely catch a cold. Absolutely. Slushy and slippery. Right. Slushy just describes the fact that partially melted snow exists. Slippery means it's easy to slip or slide. Olive oil is slippery, but it's not slushy. Ice is slippery, but it's not slushy. Okay? So those words have a connection, but they're not the same. Slush. This is what happens quite often in New York City after a snowstorm. The ground gets warm, but when you step in the snow, there's, the first, couple of centimeters is snow, and below that is slush, which you can't see. So that's a terrible thing in New York City. If you come to New York City in the winter, you need snow boots. Absolutely, positively. You cannot walk around New York City after a snowstorm without boots. If you do, you will certainly step into slush and you will be uncomfortable for the rest of the day. You need snow boots. All right. And then a couple of more things. The slush ain't always slippery. Correct. You need to wear waterproof boots. That's right. Here are things that the city and people do during a snowstorm. If you live in a place where it's cold and they speak English, or you come to a place where it's cold and they speak English, you'll hear this vocabulary. The salt trucks come out and they salt the roads. So giant trucks come and they spread salt, sometimes sand, because putting sand on the road makes it less slippery, and putting salt, a special kind of salt, on the road melts the snow. Okay? That kind of salt we call rock salt. Rock salt. Rock salt is a special kind of salt. It's not salt we eat, but it's a chemical compound made with salt, and then that melts the snow. So the salt trucks come out and they salt the roads. The snow plows come out and they plow the roads. Okay, so a plow is a big scoop in front of a truck and it pushes the snow to the side of the road. Okay, the truck that does that is called the snow plow. Two of those trucks, are called snow plows. And so they plow the roads. And then when you have a little scoop on the end of a handle, we call that a shovel. Shovel is the tool. Shovel is also the verb that we use when we talk about that action. So I shovel my driveway and I shovel the sidewalk with my shovel. Okay, so that's the vocabulary about what people and the city does during a snowstorm. You could never cook slushy booze from vodka. Yeah, because you can't cook alcohol. Hi, Max. Come here, buddy. You want to say hello? Max is just staring at me. He does not want to say hello today. Let's see if he wants to come in and say hello. You want to come say hello? Come here, buddy. Come on. No? Oh, you're up too? Oh, good morning. Hello, Rosie. I don't know why the dogs are up so early. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so I think in the interest of time, why don't we stop there? We'll have to look at snow idioms next time. That is a lot of vocabulary today. Yeah, Rosie just woke up. I hope that was useful for you. All right, so that's that. Again, if you, and I mentioned this before, if you go to myhappyenglish.com/YouTube, you can download this document here. That's a free download, and you can study that. So I want to let you know that because of the upcoming holiday season, the next live English lesson here on YouTube will be January 2nd. I'm taking 2 weeks off. Next week is my mom's birthday. And then there's Christmas week, and I'm taking 2 weeks off. And we will have the next live lesson on YouTube at this time on January 2nd. So just mark your calendars there. I would like to say thank you so much for studying English with me here each week this year. It's been a blast. It's been a blast to get to know everyone and to spend time with you like this year. We will do more of that next year for sure. And I do have 2 new courses coming out next year. One, I'm very excited, is my TOEIC preparation course. Finally, it's taken over a year. And then also a pronunciation linking and liaison. What are you going to do? Like that. That's coming out soon. Are you going to Japan? No, I am not able to travel overseas right now because I need to take care of my mom. And so for me right now, vacations are impossible. But I wish I could. Anyway, you know where to contact me if you need to get a hold of me. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Enjoy that. If you don't celebrate anything, hey, that's okay too. Also, I want to let you know that today I have a very special podcast coming out. It's my interview with Sarah. You might know her from social media on TikTok and Instagram as English Makes No Sense. We had a great chat a couple of weeks ago, and I'm looking forward to showing you all that. So check that out. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, enjoy. I'll miss you for the next 2 weeks. Don't miss me too hard. All right, thanks for studying this year. More English lessons coming up next year. Keep in mind, as always, learning another language is not always easy, but it's not impossible, and I am here to help you on your journey. Thank you so much for studying English. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you next year.